Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, so I believe that we are, I believe that we are live. Okay, cool. This is perfect. Okay, 1 second, you guys. Okay, cool. So, this has been something that I've been pondering on for a few days. This was a heavy download. This was a very heavy download that I received over the past, I want to say, 3 days. And as I received this download, this gnosis, I wanted to just already share it and put it out there. But the thing is, the way that I receive downloads, the way that I receive gnosis and knowing, I get it in, well, downloads, different increments in time. I might get something this one day, and then I feel as if I have it all, right? More of the ego. But then, the more that I explore it, it's like, oh, these are different pieces to the puzzle. And as you are embracing psychic development and your psychic abilities, naturally your mind will start to be magnetized to, it starts with ideas, thoughts, imaginations, frequencies, a feeling, a visualization, an imagining, a knowing. And as we follow these knowings, such as even right now in these moments, I'm painting a picture. And first, I'll start with my words, where it starts to immerse us into the message. And then I will be doing tarot in just a minute. And one of the cards that actually really spoke, that just kept standing out, was the Magus card. And really, and it, out of all cards, it was magnetized. It just was, as I picked up the deck, it was magnetized. So we are actually going to be starting on this card. Now, the way in which I was brought into what I'm going to be talking about, unifying the tribes. Now, when I think of the word tribes, or when I'm saying this word, I'm thinking of the cosmic elite. Those that are Anunnaki, those that are Nephilim. You know in some way that your DNA is either altered or it's different, because you have and you hold this cosmic awareness, this cosmic knowing, and it's within your DNA. Now, I'll be getting into a lot of concepts that honestly might be very deep for some. So that's because this is a very deep message that I've been receiving. Very, very primal, very, well, galactic, I guess you could say, cosmic, very cosmic. And as these different elites, there's different tribes of Anunnaki, there's different tribes of Nephilim. So what is a Nephilim in a sense? We could say that, or an Anunnaki, this is a being that has already, it exists on higher dimensional spectrums and as well frequencies. And as a Anunnaki, this is usually a being that chooses to incarnate into the lower dimensions and realms and take upon themselves a physical body in order to play out this simulation, this soul simulation and game. So now the thing is, when the Anunnaki, when these higher dimensional souls incarnate, over time, especially when they are first incarnating, they'll have a lot of, you could say, power. They'll be very magical, especially if this is your first incarnation. They'll be very magical in their knowing. Things just keep manifesting very fast. They have nothing weighing them down. Now the thing is, for someone who's maybe like myself and more of an older soul, I've lived so long or have had different incarnations as an ancient soul in different lifetimes, where then, because of already living life so many times, I started to over time develop karma for the things in which I did. For myself, I was a conqueror in a past life, and in that lifetime, as well being an emperor or a pharaoh in one of my lifetimes, being that pharaonic essence, a lot of people don't look at that. If you are an incarnated pharaoh, if you in some way were an elite in a past life and you developed karma, it would then be in this lifetime why you would be a magician or a healer for other people, because now you need to heal the kingdom in which you might have sank, you might have fallen. And for myself, especially the people that have been magnetizing lately for readings, like, whoa, who are you guys? Who are you guys? Right? But for the people that have been magnetizing in readings and as well mentorships, it's people that are in alignment with this message, with this energy. And the thing is, we are all connected to this source, to this knowing. And we have incarnated, one second. We have incarnated, I also have an eyelash, that's so weird. Hair. Your hair is your antenna psychically. I'm just getting like a message like hair, either for some people grow your hair, for others getting a haircut would take you to that next level in manifesting, because it would start to show yourself that you wish to refresh, that you wish to be anew. Just, there's so much hair. Okay, and going back to people in mentorships, a lot of people have been coming to me through the Baphomet energies, through thoth or Djhuty, Djhuty energies, and it's in the same way that they are a lot of people, whether they're beginning their magic journey or they're advanced, they are Anunnaki in some way, and it's these bloodlines that are magnetized to each other. Now there's different factions when it comes to the cosmic arena, of sorcery, this cosmic playing field, and it's in this way that for myself, I've been bestowed I'm a connector. So even through my channel, a lot has been manifested, whether it brought friends together, whether it aided in networking myself with the right people, getting out the right messages. And that's why I also suggest that you guys make your channels, follow your destiny, create, embrace your true will, become who you're meant to be, and embrace what you're meant to achieve. Know who you are, know what you need to do, because that's how all of this will manifest. That's what brings all of this into alignment, is through the knowing. And it's us by stepping into this knowing of ourself, we actually, through then knowing and as well, you could say loving yourself, you enter into this stream of love, this stream of knowing. And this is what aligns you to your destiny. This is what brings you where you need to be. And with that, you guys, I also want to say that what is the vision that you are focusing on heading into 2024? For without any vision, there's no manifestation to take place. If you lack vision, in a sense, you don't know the character doesn't know where to go. So it's by imagining, it's by visualizing, by feeling. We start to receive these downloads, we start to receive these knowings. And it's about acting on these downloads. Such as for myself, I felt that this was a reading that needed to be said, that this was needed to be expressed. And you could say that it came from a higher aspect of myself that knows a lot of people are manifesting and coming together, a lot of lovers. That's as well what I've seen. A few people in my mentorships that happens to be couples, and they might ask me, one person might get the mentorship and, their lover, their spouse might ask me a question as well. And that's what I'm here for. I love manifesting love for people. And lately, love readings have really been coming through, that people are manifesting love. And that's because they've done the work within themselves. And as you guys have done the work, you've now already unified. And even on my channel, it's like, now it's what's the next step, right? And because this seems like a cosmic story lately being played out in my live streams. We had actually one moment, you guys. This seems like a cosmic story lately being played out in my live stream. Okay, cool. So that as we went into the lovers, these cosmic lovers, these lovers that have been destined, almost bound throughout lifetime, I feel that I've been prepared for these kind of love readings and these moments of love and even bringing people together, because I always watched anime. If you guys have ever seen anime, in different animes on love, there's this concept of the red ribbon of fate. Now, I would always see this and I thought it was beautiful. I was someone that was always that hopeless romantic, right? Now, the more that I actually look into this cosmic web that intertwines fate and destiny and reality, we can look at the concept of the red ribbon of fate, or soulmates, these lovers that are meant to come together, that this is in a sense naturally just is what is meant to happen in this cosmic play. Look back on the lovers you've met, the friends you've met, the people you've met. How did you find my channel? From all these things, this is what, from the things in which you've done as well, to meet those people, to go within yourself, to uncover and know yourself. Through all of these things, this has been your fate, this has been your destiny, everything that has been leading you up until this way to become who you're meant to be. And by embracing this journey that is about to be upon you, this is why you have been the magician. You've gained the gnosis in which you've needed to manifest, to understand your reality, to understand what you're creating. And for a lot of you, you're about to go on a big journey. What I'm hearing is a lot of you will be traveling the world this next year. A lot of you will be called to different places, and out of nowhere, your intuition might be, oh, I should go here on this day or be at this place. And actually, I just gave a reading where someone's like, oh, I feel called to be in this position, right? To be at this place. And then I started to channel and bring forward all these this, in a sense, through remote viewing and then the tarot, I was able to, and then pulling the future, because this is what I do as a medium. I'm someone that reads fate. I read destiny. I see where people are going and as well where they're meant to be. It gets very, very deep sometimes, and readings can as well be very intense depending on the message that is being brought forward. It was very loving. I felt, oh, you're meeting a lover. You should go there. You should go do what you said you wanted to. Now, when I did this, it opened a gateway for them. Then they started to manifest. They manifested love because they went, because they took the journey, because they went where they were called. This is true magic. That when you are able to literally leave everything behind, not just for a voice in your mind, but because there's something pulling you. There's something bringing you to this next phase of who you need to be. And that's your destiny. But before that phase, I'm believing that you will meet someone that will also mentor you in magic. This could be myself, this could be another individual. But a lot of people are going to be learning from, whether it be new friends, whether it be people they consider their mentors. They might be learning from love. Love is a beautiful mentor. Love always teaches us a lot. And then the Chariot card also stood out. So we are moving forward with this next phase, that what I'm hearing is this next leap or ascension into this next phase is going to be nothing like what you've ever seen before. Nothing like what you've ever seen. You actually almost have to erase. You have to erase. If you let the past cycle into this future, into this next year, then you will be repeating. You will almost live out the same year. But instead, if you move forward like the Chariot and you start to get on your game, you start to work on the things that you feel led to, you're almost magnetizing or creating these synchronicities through doing the work. And as you do the work, you are build it, Noah, and they will come. As you build what you feel called to, what you feel led to, this is what will be creating this next scene. This is how we truly let the universe know what we want. Let the source. It's not only through magic and imagination. Yes, that is a key and crucial part, is to envision this next scene, to create, imagine, rather feel this next reality into being, knowing that it has already manifested, knowing that it has already been created, and then preparing for the manifestation by taking action. And as you take action into this next layer, into this next phase, into this next version of who you are, because that's what you are doing, and you shouldn't act from trying to become this thing. You should act as if you're already seeing from the eyes of that version of yourself. Now, this is why I talked about the Anunnaki in the beginning, because this is especially for those cosmic elite that are being called by the deities to step into their role, to step into their divine purpose. Your purpose isn't going to always be physical. It's not always going to be something that will provide for you in the beginning. But now the thing is, if you align yourself with it and you continue to work on it and shape your skills and harness your craft and hone in on your abilities, this is what will allow you to be prosperous in this endeavor in which you are pursuing. Maybe it is for some of you the tarot. Maybe for some of you it is monetization of your skills, your abilities, your wisdom. This is something that Thoth has really been impressing on me, is monetization of wisdom. We all have within us a book. We all have within us a song, a melody, a story. Now, truly, it's about putting the puzzle pieces of your story together to see who you are. Who are you? When you go within, what are the different things in which you've excavated in order to find and as well know who you are? For it is what you find moving forward, what you have found moving forward. That's the only way that you will find yourself, is by moving forward. Now, we must uncover, especially those of you that are Anunnaki, that you have this bloodline, this heritage. You must uncover this truth. You must uncover this truth of who you are, for that is what lies within. And as you awaken this divine aspect, this cosmic, or rather quantum body within, this is what's known as the daemon. This is what's known as our vehicle of ascension. That, yes, we were born into the 3D, we have parents, but it's at the same time, I'm sure that you felt as if that wasn't truth. That yes, it's real. The love you might have for them is real, but you have incarnated into the bloodline in which you did, more so in order to liberate it, not to act the same, not to be the same. So this is why a lot of you are with your families. And if you've parted ways from your family, you're on your own. That's to just show you that that is the journey, that this is why you came here, to fully be yourself, to actualize yourself and as well your journey. So I'm hearing top card. So now this transition is going to be swift, because as you start to see yourself not as this ego, but rather as this being or this soul that has lived many lifetimes, you start to bring yourself back into a remembrance and a knowing of your cellular memory. So I remember this shift that I had within myself. And as I'm saying that, my ears started to ring. Which, that's also another thing, is when deities are communing with you, your ears will start to ring at times. So as I didn't know I was a cosmic elite, right? But then different deities would come to me, such as Azazel. Now Azazel he told me, you're an Anunnaki, you're an Anunnaki. And as he started to say these things, I was literally just trying to piece them together myself. Like, what does that mean to be that, though? And that's why these beings will come to you. I literally would have conversations with Azazel or different spirits as if they were fully materialized. And I still do to this day. Now, I didn't realize it was so fluid for me. I didn't realize it was this fluid for everyone. And now that's the thing about this, is that is That's an ability. That is a skill to be able to commune with spirits. And it's a skill that honestly a lot of psychics overlook. But this is also why psychics are sought out to give messages, because they are more connected to the divine. Everyone is psychic, but it's about what you inherently have, how you choose to cultivate it yourself. Everyone has it inherently, but it's about allowing this ability to flourish. So as you as well start to uncover, dissolve, and look into your abilities, this is what allows you to know who you are cellularly at your DNA. And as your DNA starts to awaken, the reason why science says, oh, only 10% of your brain or 2% of DNA or something like that, they're merely trying to limit you, because yes, they can't tap into the rest of their DNA. As you start to work with the dark matter, as you start to work with the dark mother, the dark matter energy is awakened within you, and this is what allows you to become magic itself through the dark matter. As the dark matter flows through you, this is what is magnetizing your, you could say, your reality to you. That just as you happen to be here on this day, and just as you happen to be there, you're being magnetized like a I was gonna say like a battery, but like a magnet. You're being brought to exactly where you need to be and where you need to go as you walk the path. And it's you doing the work that will be a synchronicity, that will be a message to the deities that I'm ready. I'm ready to embrace this path, this power, and to step into it. Because to be a cosmic elite, it's not of an ego. That, no, it's actually the turning point, or a passing of the flame, passing of the torch, that as the old elite are dying off, have already served their purpose, all of this is now being downloaded to the true elite, the cosmic elite, those that divinely rule. So know that if you are here today, there's a reason why you are seeing this, even if it's later on. This is in a sense a timeless reading, but going into 2024. So this will happen swiftly. It's more of a journey of remembering, of self-actualization, not becoming something that you're not, but rather going within yourself to actualize and to find the pieces of the puzzle and start to piece together your puzzle. There's a reason why you have incarnated, and the mind is like a maze, that when we incarnate and we're taking on these bodies, there's an exchange that we aren't, a part of us is locked away, and we must unlock with the keys of magic. We must unlock ourselves, and we must unlock these gates in order to better understand and know who we are. And as we unlock these gates within, these gates to magic, we are allowing the different aspects of magic to flow through us. This is why, as well, when you are going through the underworld, why it can be such a perilous or daunting task, is because you are truly awakening these gates within yourself. You're awakening new levels. You're awakening 2 new levels of your ascension. And it's, as they say, new levels, new devils. So every time that you walk through these gates, these cosmic gates and these doorways, whether it be with the gatekeepers, whether it be with goddess Djhuty or the Egyptian pantheon, it's going to awaken something new within yourself. There's going to be new, really fun things to learn, but you also have to be stripped away of who you were. You can't enter into truth through illusions. So this is why the illusions, the ego, that when we attach to it, it is being stripped away. So we must allow our ego to dissolve so that we can become our true self, and as well embrace who we're meant to be. So this is when, as we're finding ourselves this next year, we're also, if you have given up friends, if you've given up relationships, if you've given up these things no longer serving you, that is the path of the darkness, of dark matter. That, yeah, these things were illusions. You were born into them. And now it's going to be a time where even now, like lately, I'm sure you've had a time of solitude. The hermit. Actually, the hermit just came up a second ago. But I'm sure there's a time where you had a brief time of solitude and you hermited. That was specifically for myself. I felt it leading up to this full moon, and then under this full moon, it's like, wow, like so much was hitting me. And then I woke up this morning like, wow, okay, I'm a new person. Like, it's like I downloaded something under this moon, and then now I'm integrating what I downloaded, trying not to go back to the old, and rather embracing this new feeling. So what I'm hearing is ride the current of the moon, ride these energies moving forward, allow them to manifest. So, a lot of you will be networking and collaborating with other people. You will be meeting new people as well. People you never thought you would have imagined. This is going to be your soul family. You're going to know this. So I gained a mentor that I know physically. And I mean, I started mentoring someone that I know physically. And they didn't know that they were a gatekeeper. Now, all of these signs and all of these synchronicities were leading to your becoming a gatekeeper. Deities would even channel through me at times to give them a message, and I'm like, do I really say, like, do you want me to say that? And then, because in my normal life, for people that don't know me as an occultist, right, because I live a dual life, you could say, and this is someone that I introduced into that world and that realm, and I started to teach them through Baphomet and Azazel were heavily calling out to them. And it's in this way that I networked with someone that I never would have thought was connected to those energies, but then it was some frequency. And that as you just start to talk to them, the deities will link you with the right people. So from this moving forward, if you work with, say, the Egyptian pantheon or the Vedic pantheon, the infernal divine, that your spirit guides will lead you to who you're meant to connect with. And this is also what's going to help you to build a strong network. For a lot of you, I'm hearing to build a coven, which is just reliable witches or reliable energy wielders that come together to aid each other's manifestations. For myself, that's why I have my Patreon, where I'm teaching people magic and manifestation, as well as helping them to understand the initiatory system of, well, we could say the Kabbalistic tree, we could say the infernal divine, and I'm giving people a fate and destiny source alignment and soul attunement ritual, where this is empowering you with the energies of fate and destiny, aligning you to that current, and then as well you have the energies of my daemon as well empowering you in this way. That is the being that is Atanu. And when I do rituals for clients, when I do professional spellcasting, this is the same being in which I'm using, which is just myself in a sense. I've integrated with my daemon, and then I'm doing spell work that is very powerful, very focused, just like this reading. In the same way, I also do Fate and Destiny tarot card readings, but to let you guys know, the source alignment and soul attunement ritual will be at the end of this month, so just putting that out there. And then we have Coven of the Sacred Torch also receiving that, the 5th tier of the Patreon. So let us go to the next card. As we are, oh, wow. So actually, first off, it was first art, so a lot of people aren't embracing their skills. A lot of people aren't embracing their abilities at the moment. And now it's about stepping into this path of the creator. That as the artist, we become the alchemist. Wow, oh wow. We are transmuting ourselves from the artist into the alchemist as we have became the magician. Now it's about putting your art into effect. That your mind is art. That magic is art. That your mind is like a canvas. And now it's time to paint the perfect picture of your reality. What does this perfect picture look like for yourself? What is this perfect picture reality? Who are you within this vision, within this picture, within this image? And as you embrace this ability as the artist, rather the creator, becoming the magician, knowing you are the magician, it was then Ace of Swords. So literally the card of Azazel. So I feel Azazel's calling out to a lot of you guys as the cosmic elite, just like he called out to me, and he let me know, hey, you are this, and he kept telling me about my galactic heritage. This is something that Azazel wants you guys to know, is to step into your galactic heritage, to step into your divine knowing, and with this will come your path and your purpose. It's about embracing your soul's evolution, the natural gifts in which you have. You are someone that possesses the sword of Azazel. You are divinely protected. You are empowered. You are an amazing speaker, orator, singer, lyricist, rapper, artist, writer. That your pen is your sword. Your wand this sword is your wand as well. This is why you're so good at magic and spellcasting, and why you should choose to master it. And this is, as a being, Azazel is stepping forward, also known as Shaitan, is stepping forward to aid you in this cosmic evolution and teaching you of the dark matter realms, helping you as well to better understand your shadow, and from your shadow, your purpose. What you are seeking, and this was in the full moon reading, so a lot of this is actually correlating to the full moon reading I released this morning. So what you are seeking is a better feeling. You wish for your reality to reflect how you feel, or you wish for your reality to be luxurious. Now, you can create a rock star lifestyle. And that was one of the cards in the full moon reading, was to be a rock star, or to be the star. Now, the thing is, you can enter into a life of luxury, but you're going to have to embrace, just as we had the Ace of Swords, your skills and your abilities to create this life for yourself. This is why you must walk the path of your destiny, to know that you are the creator, and to know that you are the one creating your reality, that you guys have the minds that if you truly imagine it, it is done. Just like, was it Yeshua? In the Bible, he says to pray for it as if you've already received it, or something of that nature. This is how you should do your spells. Do a ritual as if it is already done. Don't go back on what you've thought, but instead continue to evolve and push yourself forward. And that will bring you into a luxurious lifestyle. What I'm hearing is a lot of you have already walked this path of discipline, and now it is time to embrace luxury and to find a balance, that you should feel good but also be disciplined to do the things that you have to do. Don't get too caught up in the pleasure, but rather get more embrace the feeling. And that's something that Azazel will teach you, is how to do ritual through feeling, how to know what to do the moment it needs to be done. Azazel's a very good channeler. He teaches you very good divination, channeling, mediumship, invocation. And this is, you can even go into invocation with him and start to divine and start to see visions of the things in which you need to do, or to speak with spirit. He will help you to evolve your ability to speak. And after luxury, so it is about rewriting our mind, rewriting our awareness. And this is why the science card comes up. You need to get rid of old dogmatic beliefs, of old religious ideology. You need to allow yourself to be wild, to be crazy, to fully be you, to be authentic, to fully embrace your authenticity. There were shackles that were weighing you down, that were holding you down, that were binding you. This was your own mindset. You are the only thing that is limiting you. This is why you must love yourself. You must love who you are. You must love what you are, who you are. For there is no truth in hating yourself. There's truth in evaluating. There's truth in reflecting. There's truth in looking at. But you must first love yourself before you tear at yourself. So as you're changing your mindset, it's not about killing your ego, but rather it's about dissolving your ego with love, merely showing your mind that I can achieve this, that this is possible, whatever you're choosing to pursue, whatever you're choosing to do, and being as the Fool. And as you choose to be as the Fool, well, the Fool is the channeler. The Fool is the diviner. The Fool is the one that is always perfectly in the right place at the right time, knowing where they need to be. And this is actually, in magic, what makes the Fool so powerful, in them knowing themselves, because they know themselves. They don't really they're not they're not the magician, where the magician knows themselves, and that's why they're powerful, and that's why they know where to go. They divine. Whereas the Fool is naturally the medium, is naturally everywhere where they need to be at the right place at the right time, just because they are the Fool. They are the zero. They are the infinite knowing that doesn't know it's infinite. They are, it's as that person that when they are trying to rile you up, they're trying to get you to be mad at them in some way, or trying to get into an argument. You look at them, and as Alan Watts said, "Oh Shiva, don't play with me." It's like they know. They don't realize it, but they know that they are the cosmos. They are the universe. They are the all. And this is what makes the Fool such a powerful card as well, because we all started as the Fool. We all started at zero, not knowing ourselves. I didn't know how to do tarot, but then I picked it up around 9 years. Wow, it's almost been a decade. I picked it up about 9 years ago, started to become more professional at it about 5 years ago. And if I never would have picked it up, like, what led me to the tarot? And you could even say watching Yu-Gi-Oh!, believing in the heart of the cards, having faith in the cards. I always grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh! The tarot just made sense. Yeah, always believe and have faith. And you are the one playing the cards. Everything is being channeled through you. The cards are merely a gateway. So it's in the same way that through the Fool's gateway is infinite knowing, that we are the channeler, that we are the medium. And it's as well knowing that we are the universe, and using this ability of the divine universe to embrace our pure cosmic potential. And as we are in alignment and ever flowing with the universe, we are always expanding. This is truly what's coming up right now, is that is faith, is destiny, is you are always in alignment to be where you need to be. That never doubt, never, there's no why. Florence Scovel in her book The Word Is Your Wand, she always says, she got this quote, this affirmation from someone, and the person said, why worry? It will probably never happen. Why worry? Why worry? Right? And even when I say why worry, it brings a smile to my face. Because why would you worry if you are magic? Things are always happening in your favor. Things are always happening in your best interest, because you are flowing with the universe. It's only when you are out of alignment that things stop flowing, that things stop happening for yourself. It's even giving these messages. I feel out of alignment when I don't give the messages, and that's why even lately I had to remove that blockage of, oh, is this the message? And just accept that this is the message, and to just flow with the message, and to be one with the message, and not try to think too much about it. It's like life. Don't think, just do. I think, therefore I am, but by doing, you are creating. So by being in flow and doing what you need to do, going for a walk when you feel you need to, drinking water when you feel you need to, this is actually rewriting your nervous system to then, oh, I need water, and then you get water when you need it, instead of just waiting. But then as well, there's also fasting. Sometimes some people need to fast or not drink water, and that will also help them to reprogram themselves. But to go back into it, everything is fated, everything is meant. So these people that you will meet and network with, they're coming into your life. Start to imagine what you want. Imagine yourself at a bonfire networking with people. Imagine being with people you love, right? Imagine going out to dinner with someone you love. Imagine laying in bed with the love of your life, and every day you get to go to the beach. You own a house on the beach. Start to truly feel, what do you want? Because the thing is, life is going to create it either way. And from only doing that will you assert your victory. You don't feel victorious because you haven't achieved something. Now it is up to you to determine what you wish to achieve, who you wish to become. What is success for you? What is victory for you? I have my own ideology when it comes to victory. But what is a victory for you? What is to have a perfect 2024? What does that look like? This is really, truly going to be what will allow you to take dominion over 2024, is this vision. You guys, get out a pen, get out a piece of paper, because this is actually what truly matters at the moment, is writing this vision, taking time to craft this narrative. And then if it does not work out, it's meant to happen. It'll happen at a later date. When you start to write your reality, at some point you will actually start to channel your reality. And comic book writers, you guys, I used to work at a comic book store. So comic book writers, what they do is they will, I think it was, what is his name? Oh, I might link this later on, but it's a comic book writer. He's English, and he took DMT, and these DMT beings showed him reality. So, and for myself, I've taken DMT, so I can definitely attest for this. Also, comic books, superheroes represent the daemon, that higher aspect of yourself. An artist created a superhero. Superman comes from Friedrich Nietzsche's Uberman. Uberman, Superman. It was already a concept. Someone pioneered that, and they might have viewed themselves as that. Oh, okay. If I was an Uberman, if I was a greater version of myself, what would I look like? And then usually they just drew their own hero. So it's in the same way, this artist, he went through like a really bad breakup, and he's like, you know what, I want a new girlfriend, I'm just going to, and then he wrote into the scene, into the narrative of that comic book, the character getting a new girlfriend. So now this goes from a sigil, which is just words created into an image, where he's now creating a hyper sigil that's also a quantum manifestation, because he is putting it into the comic. And he literally said that before the comic was even released, she had already manifested. A woman that looked exactly like her came into his life. So this is where, when you truly believe in what you are creating, if you believe in your magic, use sigils to empower these manifestations. Use your words as spells. Use your art. Art is the most powerful quantum or hyper sigil, which just means hyper, like a sigil manifests. So a hyper sigil is music. Music is a hyper sigil. A comic book is a hyper sigil. Creating a poem into a sigil is just a sigil. But when you're creating like a universe, when you're creating a whole world, this is when we're getting into hyper sigils. That's why for myself, I film music videos, and at some point I'll be getting into film, and my movies, or rather the music videos, will also be hyper sigils. And as an occultist, I will be having certain things placed into those music videos as imagery that directs and guides a certain narrative along with the music, things of this nature. So also, through this, you take dominion over your reality by knowing that you are a powerful manifester, by knowing that that's actually, if you are an Anunnaki, that is your main ability. That is what the Anunnaki did when they got here. They merely had a vision. Usually the Anunnaki were the one that ruled societies, hence cosmic elite. So if you resonate with this new elite, this cosmic elite, this passing of the torch of the old elite to the new through a frequency, we are that of divine truth. We are that of divine knowing. And it is through knowing our purpose that we are elevating ourselves into this role. You must act as your most authentic and loving self. You must become your greatest version. This is what the daemon is. And by stepping into it, rather uncovering it, by going through the underworld and embodying it, naturally you will start to build an empire. That's what Azazel as well first taught me in the beginning, is that in a sense you are a builder, you are an architect creating your reality. First you create it within your mind, and then you expand it into your life. And then the sun came up. So solar masculine energies, what I'm hearing is, for some of you it's Horus, for others it's Lucifer. And it's about being the architect. So as well, being the architect of your matrix. So using this solar energy to create the reality in which you desire. Not from the illusions, but from the most authentic version of yourself, by going within yourself into the dark matter. This is what allows you to see truth. So then it is from this truth, such as you didn't know who you were, but then you started to uncover yourself over time, your skills, your abilities, your wisdom, things you know. And as you uncovered this, it was in the dark. That is the darkness. That within that is your power. And as you embrace the torch of Hecate, or the torch within, and you start to illuminate your mind, you illuminate the doorway through staring at sigils, through working with deities and embracing these energies. This is what will allow you to then get to this next level of your ascension to become the elite. A lot of people don't know that Lucifer is the overarching god of the Masons. So rather than signing a contract with a secret society, you can become your own greatest version by choosing to evolve and working with Lucifer, working with Satan, working with Horus, these beings of divine illumination. And as you illuminate yourself, yeah, truly, because that's what it is. All the word Illuminati means is enlightened one. If these beings of immense illumination, such as Hecate, Lucifer, Belial, Azazel, these beings, if they're calling out to you, if they're reaching out to you, there's a reason. Why are they giving you time? Right? Hecate doesn't just call out to anyone. Hecate chooses her kin. They're calling out to you to lead you back to the source. Wow, this is very powerful. So this is the main message of the whole reading, is that a lot of you, why you went through the underworld, why you were being guided and led through the underworld, was to show you who you are. That you are this powerful being, and that's why you were being led through the underworld, why you were being guided. There's so many times where you didn't know yourself, where you didn't know who you were, you didn't know that you'd ever get out of it. But this is what they're saying, that just as we look at the moon card, you are the scarab, which symbolizes rebirth. So you died to your old self in hell. That's what was dissolving, that's what was dying, and why it can feel so visceral, why it can feel so intense and so immense when you are going through it, is because we naturally attach to the ego. We don't know that we are meant to let go of our old self. We're meant to leave these things behind. And it's not until we get this, I need to release, I need to let go, detach, that once you finally detach from the ego, this is what allows you to step into your divine truths. Merely that's what was experiencing the underworld, was that perception. And they try to shift and alter the narrative through programming the ego, through programming us ever since we were children, through school, through television, through teachers, through adults, through all of this society is programming us since day one. And now it is up to us. That's why hell can be so hellish, why it can be so visceral. It's because the ego is being dissolved. The ego is what is dying. We die to the old so that we can be reborn and embrace the new. So as the scarab, as well the moon card, this showed up in the full moon reading, just letting you guys know, we are pulling ourselves through the underworld to then reach the source. And that's what I was saying earlier, is that's why we go through the underworld, is to become the source. And as you are going through the underworld, it's an initiatory system that will naturally step you into power, step you into your truths and your authenticity, but you have to walk the path. You have to allow things to fall away. You can't lie to yourself. You can't, if there's an aspect of yourself that knows you need to be that you are a certain way, things will align just like obstacles or bosses in a video game, in a simulation, to then have you dissolve that aspect of yourself. And now sometimes we won't accept this or know correctly, and this can create soul fragmentation. That also occurs when we're going through the hell realms. So it's destroying the illusion, and in that process, depending on how we choose to receive the destruction, that's how much we will get lost. So truly rolling with the punches and embracing what hell is showing you, what the underworld is showing you, what these spirits, what the darker spirits are showing you, they're showing you this for a reason. They're showing you this to show you who you are, that you most likely are an infernal soul. You are, or a celestial and infernal soul, going through the underworld to be stripped away of this humanness, of this ego, what we perceived ourselves to be, to step into this divine awareness of our truths. Anubis is as well guiding and overseeing this process. So is Horus. So is Thoth. The ancient Egyptian spirits are with you, guiding you in this, looking for my cards, in this nature. So there's a few more cards left. I'm going to intuitively just pull. Knight of Wands. As we burn out, this is the symbolism of crossing what's known as the abyss, or exiting the underworld as well, or tuning to the underworld. Because as you walked this path, you gained rank, you gained power, you gained purpose. You found out who you are, you discovered your truths, and you had to burn out to who you were in order to show you who you are. Okay, we have these 3 cards. You had to go through hell to find your peace. That after the journey, we are then left with immense peace. Only after the integration process, and as we've been destroyed, we've been created anew, the deity, anew. And so, for those of you that feel that you're going through these trials, continue to go through them, embrace them fully, and know that you will find peace out of all of this, as long as you choose to embrace your purpose and your destiny. And you choose to feel good. You choose to have peace instead of letting this world disrupt your peace. For the chaos is you. You are the storm. And when you learn that, when you know that you are the storm, that by calming and stilling your own mind, finding peace within yourself, your whole reality then conforms to that feeling, as without, so within. As within, so without, that what you are feeling within was always being created. And that's why you must first change yourself. There's no point in changing the external world, but rather to change yourself, or uncover yourself. And as I said that, the sun came out. And from uncovering yourself, this is what will show you who you are. So Prince of Wands, the word just came into my mind, just cosmic royalty. A lot of you are, because we also have this lion energy, a lot of you are waking up to your divine heritage, to your path, and as well your purpose, not just as a human purpose, but rather your cosmic purpose. This is what destiny is. It's your cosmic purpose. Like for me, in a lot of ways, teaching about love, specifically love and magic, the occult, this is a purpose of mine. This is a destiny I have. Teaching people of destiny, of fate, maintaining the ancient ways. This, in a lot of ways, is my destiny. In the same way, you probably share a very similar destiny. And it's about finding your destiny and truly expressing it. And from all of that, debauch. From all of that, you must allow the old to fade away. That which is no longer needed. And to start to create this new reality. For this new reality is coming to fruition based off the actions in which you take, and you use these sacred energies to transmute. I'm even getting Asmodee from this card, the energies of lust. Having passion for life, having passion for the things in which you desire to achieve and accomplish. That's what you are exchanging. No longer will the old impede you. You've entered into a new reality. What is this reality showing you? It's showing you the nature of the tree. It's showing you your truths. It's showing you your power, your ability. And as you express this, no longer is it a time to hermit, but now is the time to take action. Take action towards your goals, your steps, your plan. What is your vision, as I said earlier? And then we did have Swift come up again. It will happen swiftly. So one overall card for the reading. The Emperor in reverse. The cards have fallen as they must. Now, it is about stepping into this role as the Emperor in your own life, embracing this narrative. You must see from the eyes of that which you wish to become, to know that you are the Emperor. Everything has fallen in alignment just as it has needed for you to build your empire. This is what it is to be a cosmic elite. It is to know yourself and as well what you are meant to achieve and to build, just as it's about becoming the master builder and evolving through your skills and as well your abilities. I can feel Set energy very heavily as well, the energy of self-mastery, evolution, because I want to say that truly is what the occult is. It's about always choosing to leave behind, to dissect the truth, to never throw the baby out with the bathwater, but to dissect the truth from each and every moment and situation and use that to always constantly evolve yourself. And that truly is what the occult is. That's what magic is. It's always experimenting and seeing how you can flow with reality. And the more that I do this myself, this is what I know destiny to be. When you start to realize that magic is all around you, it's always there, it's always flowing, that you are always meditating, this is when you have fully awakened to the path. You start to see the path in all things. You see the path in all ways, that by taking one path, you are taking all of them. And by taking all of them and choosing to embrace the journey and where you are led, ultimately you are taking one path, or the path. And that is the path in which you are meant to walk. So with that, you guys, I ask you, what is the path in which you are meant to walk? Let all of this now flow. For as the tides of destiny have now changed, may everything now manifest and flow your way. As everything is now manifested, it now comes to flow your way. For abracadabra, Abracadabra. As it is and so it is done. May all that is now come to manifest, now come to fruition. I'm now going to close this reading. And I now send that where it needs to go. And I want to say thank you guys for being here and watching this as I administer this reading. And I now know that it will get to the people in which it was meant to reach. So for anybody that is here, I'm just going to look at the chat really fast. Anybody that stayed till the end, if you guys would like me to pull a card for you guys, let me know who would like a card pull. It was. And then, hey, what's up, General Mosquito? Hey, so General Mosquito, I wanted to let you know that, so your reading went, I've started your reading, and it was completely different than what I thought. I started to look into your name, and then Hecate started to lead me a whole bunch of different places. So I want to say that your reading is almost done, and it's very in depth. It's very intricate. And hey, glad to see you, brother. Let me know if you're still here. If you wanted me to read a little bit of it, I wouldn't mind sharing it with you if you did want to hear about it. But as well, I can also just send it to you when I'm done, just letting you know. And then but glad to see you, brother. Hey, what's up? Yo. And then Mr. Mick Merkabastic. Hey, just want Mick Merkabastic. That's a really intricate name. Just wondering, where'd you get that from? What's up, brother? Hey, appreciate the love. Mass love back. Hey. And then General Mosquito with the fire. We got the fire emojis. Thanks on the fire. Then we got Wolf's Bane 555 with the fire check mark. Then we got the emojis today, you guys. Emoji magic is pretty powerful. And then Visual OD. Hey, what's up, brother? Hey. So yeah, if anyone was looking for a reading, I wouldn't mind pulling a card for you guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Also, for anybody that has questions on the occult, I feel free to ask questions, you guys. I wanted to at least go into the live stream for just a little bit, or do tarot, and then also talk about just magic. Like, let's talk a little bit about magic, the occult, witchcraft, working with different spirits, and things of this nature. But I'll be back in just a minute, you guys. I'm gonna go grab some water, and then we will see what's up from there. Okay, 1 minute, you guys. I'm gonna go get your water, go get your tea,